Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you go back and you look at Germany's allies in World War One and World War Two. In World War One, they had the Ottoman Empire.
Yep.
Okay, they had Sudan. They had a few others and whatnot, right? The Kaiser had a few others, and I don't know the names of all of the allies that Germany had in World War One. Okay, but you look at what they had in World War Two, and what did they have in World War Two? They had Spain. We know of. We know that they had Italy with Mussolini. We know they had Tojo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in Japan. No, not well. Tojo Hirohito.
Yeah.
Emperor Hirohito in Japan. Okay, who, if you're talking about World War Three with Russia, okay,
Mm-hmm.
who what nation would ally with Iran in order to send their people over there to die for Iran?
Mm.
And Iran is 1,500 miles away from Israel.
Right, like half of the United States. What is going
And
on?
right. Okay. So you're talking 1,500 miles, which is the difference between where we are right now and maybe Kansas
Oh
City.
yeah, Missouri basically,
Right.
or
That's half the
Oklahoma.
United States. Right.
Right.
Okay. And so what is in it when for 4,000 years in warfare. Okay. So we're going to go back to the ark, right? 4,000 years of warfare in the world. Nations go against other nations in order to conquer and rule.
That's right.
But Iran is not next to Israel. They don't share any common borders with Israel. But yet they are actively at war with Israel.
Mm.
And why? It's a religious war, the difference between Dar al-Islam and Dar al-Harb. Okay, what has been under the rule of Israel of Islam must always be under the rule of Islam. Okay, so for
Basically, that's the
400
reason
years,
why they're trying to get Israel out of where they are, because it was owned by the Ottomans, who
right,
were Muslim. Okay.
from 1517 to 1917, that land was under the rule of the Turkish Ottoman Empire, which was under Dar al-Islam. Okay, so when General Allenby came in and basically took out, the Turkish Ottomans, they ran.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Allenby just walks in unopposed into that particular land.
Wow.
He didn't have to fight his way in, and Allenby was a Christian.
Mm.
He did not come in on his horse because he didn't want anybody to mistake him for fulfilling the prophecy that the Messiah would be coming in riding a white horse, and his horse was white. And so he walked in to Jerusalem. He did not ride his horse in.
Wow.
He was a Christian and whatnot, right?
Wow.
He had been raised as a Christian from the time he was a small child. And his mother taught him that stuff. And so he walked in, and the Ottomans, they mispronounced his name, and they thought that he was coming in as like a Messiah in order to conquer them and whatnot, right? And they ran. They thought that they were going to be killed.
Mm.
Okay, the Balfour Declaration. They said that that they would be, favorably disposed to make a Jewish homeland for the people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that doesn't actually come up for another 30 years. The Balfour Declaration was in 1917. Israel doesn't become a nation until 1948, 31 years later. But what happened 50 years later, from 1917? That is the 6-Day War, where they actually get their land, get the city of Jerusalem back.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a Jubilee year. What happens 50 years after that? 50 years after that is 2017, and Trump declares that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel. Now some of the stuff I just got from Jonathan Kahn. Just listen to it. Okay? But it's stuff that I know, but didn't actually put it together like that.
Right, right. Because I've heard it from him too, and then you repeating it, and I'm like, he has been listening to Jonathan. Okay.
So yeah, because I'm listening to what I've got in the car right now is I'm listening to the first message that he did at the last prophecy conference.
Okay.
Um, you ought to come to the next one.
Well, I probably got enough. When is that one though? Got to make sure my dates are open.
Well, this is the one that that no matter what, okay. Remember it's the first weekend in October, okay. The last one is where we woke up and whatnot, right? And Lynn was missing.
In the same place?
Same place, Oklahoma. And you didn't get a chance to enjoy that one because you stayed there for one day, and she decided that she was going to go missing on the exact same day
that Israel gets attacked.
Okay.
Mm.
And you didn't really get a chance to enjoy it. You were there, but you didn't really get a chance to enjoy it because you ought to come to the next one. Okay.
The first weekend in October. I gotta look at my schedule.
Pull,
Make sure that I haven't agreed to do anything with anybody. Let's see here. Events for July. I'm doing a car show here in Hinesville in July. Brian Commons.
October, there it is.
Victory in Jesus. October 9 through the 12th. Ooh, might be cutting it. Wait a minute. Let me see what's going on those days.
You've always got something going on. This is the one where you say, okay, this is worthy of me emptying my schedule for.
Let's see. I will be at the War Show July 12th here in Hinesville.
Yeah, this is October.
I know. I'm just looking as the dates keep coming. August 30th. I'm not doing that. So other stuff.
You ought to tell Greg to come.
Send me that flyer and I'll send it to him.
You can pull it up on your computer at work.
How?
ProphecyWatchers.com.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And you just say, Greg, we ought to go to this.
Okay. I'll see your events.
Because you didn't get a chance to really enjoy the last one. I paid for Warren to go to the last two. I probably would have to pay for him to come to this one too. But number one, Warren gets a lot out of it. He learns a lot out of it and whatnot, right? It has helped him. I'll say, I don't know what because I'm not around, I don't listen to him and I don't talk to him, but I know this, because he is around and whatnot, right? And he sees it, he's beginning to see with a different set of eyes.
As far as the secular worldview and the biblical worldview, which is good. Yeah. Okay, the only thing I got so far for October is the 25th. And Ricky wants to do another show like we did yesterday in October. Gotta make sure what date it is. I gotta make sure.
That's the one that you block off and say, look, this is more important than anything else that I will be doing.
Unfortunately, because it's only 3 of us, that's gonna be hard to do. And I don't think that I don't
question your priorities.
Yeah. I gotta make
what
sure.
What is it? All right. See, in order to answer that question, what is going to be my question would be, what would be of eternal value? That's the question that you always ask when there's a conflict. Which one is, of this type? Which one will be of eternal value?
I got you.
So I will leave you with that.